everyone, so today I'm going to be showing you how to do a stitch in a sand resin charm, and this is going to be my first tutorial ever, so I hope you enjoy. So this is what the charm looks like. This is stitch, and so what you're going to need is, of course, resin. I'm just using a pour-on. You need something to mix your resin in. This is just a plastic cut in half. I find it better to stir it like that. You'll need something to stir your resin with. So I just use this lollipop stick, something you can throw away. A straw to blow the air bubbles out of your resin. And something to stick a sticker in with. This is just a toothpick with the ends cut off. So I prefer it like that. You'll need a mould. I'm just using a normal round mould. And to decorate you will need sand, like just any sand really, like this is just sand out of my sister's sandpit. So you'll need of course glitter. So and then to make the sticker that you're going to be using in the charm, this stitch one, sun, you'll need some address labels that are like sticker types, glue, just any type of glue, scissors, sellotape, and then you'll also need a computer and a printer to like print your sticker out, like your image out, and I'll post the link down below in the description box of where to find the picture. So I'm going to start off first by showing you how to make the sticker. Okay, so now that I've printed my stitch out, you print it what size you want it to be for your mould, for like your resin charm. What you're going to want to do now is get your glue stick and just put glue on the back of it. And then stick it on your address label sticker. Just make sure it's properly pressed down, so it's like that. Then get your sellotape, probably would be better if you had thicker sellotape than me, but I don't have any, so I have to use it like this. So just make sure you definitely cover all of your image and just chop off any excess. And I just need to put a bit more onto it. Or there's another way to do this, much simpler way as well, but it might be a bit more expensive, is using Mod Podge, just for a bit of that on top of your image and then just sticking it. So, but I don't have any of that, so it's sellotape for me. So, and then just try and line it up as best as you can. And just stick that bit down. And cut off the excess. And then what you're going to want to do now is just basically cut around your stitch. So I'm going to go do that now and then I'll be back. Okay, so after you've done all that, your sticker should look like this. So just put that to the side because you won't need that now till later. So now I've added my resin mixture together. I'm just using pour-on high gloss finish, and it cost me £8 for the 4-ounce kit, so off eBay. So you just want to stir that for a couple of minutes. Then once you've done that, get your mould, make sure it's all ready for you to use. I'll just see which one I'm going to use. Okay, so I'm going to use that one. So you just want to pour it in. And it will just spread evenly across your mould. Make sure I try and get every little drop out of there. So that's that, and then once you've tipped it in, just get a straw and just blow it lightly on it. And then that's what it should look like. You can't really see because it's clear, obviously, but you use the straw to blow all the air bubbles out. So I'm going to leave that now for an hour, and then to let it go tacky, and then I'm going to come back and add my sticker to it. Okay, so now that we've left it for an hour, it's tacky. So you just want to take the back of your sticker off, peel it off, and then just get the whatever you're using to push your sticker in, and just attach it to it, and then place it where you want it to be, and then just push it down gently. And don't worry about covering the back of the sticker because it'll do it that itself. So just make sure you pressed it all down. So that's that. Just take that out, put it to one side, and then it should look like that. And then if you've got any air bubbles, then just like pop them. So after you've done that, then we're just going to let it sit for 4 hours now before we add the sand. But we're going to let it sit for another hour before we add glitter. So make sure you set your timer for an hour to add your glitter, and then we'll come back. Hey everyone, so we've left it for 3 hours now, so it's basically like really tacky, getting quite hard now. So what you want to do is get your glitter and just add it to the top. Cover it until you can't see through it no more. That's it then. And then get your sand. So I've got my sand here. You just want to sprinkle some at the bottom. It doesn't matter if it goes on the blue. because it makes it look like nicer how it blends. So just add some at the bottom. Just really add as much as you want. Shouldn't sink now because of how long we've left it for. So hopefully it won't sink. And then once you've added your sand, just want to add some more of your glitter on top of some of the sand. Just so it looks nice and gives a nice like blend effect. So once you've done that, you should have something like this. So glitter with some sand. I might add a bit more sand at the bottom. So you just like keep on adding until like you've got to what you want really. Just try and get in all the cracks. Just put the sand away. And that. So what you want to do now, you want to leave that for about 5-10 minutes, and then I'll come back and show you what you've got to do next. Okay, so now I've just mixed another batch of resin up. So I'm just finishing stirring it, and then once you've let your glitter and the sand sit for about 5-10 minutes, you just want to add the new batch of resin on top of that. Add it slowly. Should go on nice and neat. And once again, like before, it will just spread out evenly, so no need to worry about like getting it all even. Also, when you make a new batch of resin up, you must use a new like container to mix it in, because I think it'll make it go a bit weird, and use like a different stick or the other end. I'm using the other end, I've just holding it with a baby wipe. So I'm just going to make sure it's covering everywhere. So kind of thing, make sure it's all level. Just see that spring as well with silicone mould, you can see like where you've got it. So for some reason this isn't wanting to go level, so you just like gonna shove it around really, and that's it. So I'm gonna leave this overnight now, so it'll probably be about 10 hours, I'd say, something like that, about 10 hours. But that's just for my, like, it's when I take them out, like, they're still quite soft. So, but obviously leave it in for as long as you keep your resin. Some people do it for 24 hours. And that, if you want to add an eye pin in, like this one here, if you can see, it's easier to do it, like, if you take it out about 10 hours. It's still, like, really soft. Like, it's not too soft, but it's, like, manageable to, like, put a eye pin in. So I'll see you guys in about 10 hours when hopefully this is ready to pop out and we can see what the finished product looks like. See you guys then.